Okay, for number 12, translate between the recursive definition and the explicit definition for each sequence. You're going to be given the definitions on the board as you see up there. They're on the right on the bottom. So part A, you're given the recursive and you need to rewrite to the explicit. All you care about is identifying the A1 and the R. So on part A, the A1 is this number in the first section. This is your A1. Your R is the number in the second definition. So this is your R. That's all you need. The rest of that does not matter. Now write it in the explicit formula definition format. So A sub n equals your A sub 1, which is 1 over 8, and I'm writing it in parentheses since it's a fraction, times 3 over 2, your R, raised to the n minus 1. That is your explicit definition. You don't have to evaluate anything. You just have to identify which number is your A1, which one is your R. In part B, same thing. Which of these numbers is your A1 and which of these numbers is your R? If you look at the definition up there, your R is always with your n minus 1 exponent. And your A1 is always the number that's just by its lonesome little self. So your definition is A sub n equals the set, where the first line is your A sub 1. Oops, I was writing A sub 1. Your A sub 1, which is negative 2, comma, n equals 1. And then the bottom line, it will either have your A sub n minus 1 in front or your R in front. Okay, so I'm going to put the R in front, 5A n minus 1. What I mean by that, ooh, that came out really funky, n minus 1. What I mean by that is that some textbook definitions will have, instead of 5 times A n minus 1, it'll have A n minus 1 times 5 behind it. But typically, most textbooks will have the 5 in front. But either way, those both say the same thing because A times B is the same as B times A. Okay, so that is the explicit definition and recursive definition. Now, number 13. Convert 7 pi over 4 radian to degree. And then 14, convert negative 30 degree to radian measure. So on number 13, the shortcut, I have it written on the board, replace pi with 180. So you literally go through this problem, and instead of 7 pi, it's 7 times 180. And then you simplify. What is 7 times 180 divided by 4? 7 times 180 is 1,260 divided by 4 is 315. So the answer is 315 degrees. Now, to convert from radian to degree is a little bit harder, but not too bad. It's just you got to understand the process. You are going to replace the degree symbol with the pi symbol. Instead of negative 30, you got negative 30 pi. Instead of negative 30 degrees, you got negative 30 pi. Divide it by 180 and then simplify. Okay, so to simplify this, if you need to use your calculator, you can. But to simplify this, you would only type in the numerical part of that problem, not the pi. Don't type in pi and get a decimal. Okay, only type in the numerical portion. So negative 30 over 180, if you use your calculator correctly, it will give you negative 1/6. The calculator will give you negative 1/6. Your answer is negative 1 pi over 6. So it would be negative pi over 6.